Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the Blitzkrieg battle for EU Battalion 1944 debut of the full release, first little tournament that we've had so far for this. Mega Man and Kaiserson bringing you guys the action, and we're going to get right into this one. Kaiserson, what are we looking to see?
Well, you're going to probably see a lot of shotguns. With the new release, shotguns has been very, very powerful. And on B side, especially on Coastal, it's been super strong. But these two teams are both quite mixed teams. Of course, d1gb1cks, you have some notable names, Daxton being one of them, who's just got a computer like yesterday to be able to play in this fantastic tournament. So, be interesting how these two teams pull off. And it's been a pretty good start for Team Don, really.
Yeah, Mazzarini, last man standing right now for first round. And, well, first round looking to be the d1gb1cks side of things. Is Don, Daxton, and Sam still alive and kicking? And Don, crisp headshot there, going to take him down. And d1gb1cks on the board early on as the 1-0 begins. Couple of frags there for Don, couple for Sam as well. And off and rolling. So, talk me through this, because the re-release or the full release finally came out. What kind of changes? Because you played this back when it was alpha and everything like that, and we commentated at the last major together. What kind of changes have happened in the game since the alpha, and what improvements have they made so far?
Well, there's been multiple improvements. One of them has been the performance of pawns. It's been slightly better in this release, but it's also a lot of gun changes. So, for example, the carbine, no longer a 3-shot kill to the body, it's a 4-shot kill. So it's a little bit harder to kill people, but you still have that one headshot potential. But another thing is you get more coins during end of rounds, more coin rewards, which means you can see more of the cars. You can see more of the STGs being played, as well as these SMGs, which are so powerful, like Don is showing right there.
Absolutely. So d1gb1cks picking up their second round as we kind of talk things over, introduce you guys to the battalion scene, as you can hear some of the differences that have been made in the game throughout its inception. As we continue on, and you can see, I mean, the Thompson's coming out to play. You've got some scopes out. The shotgun's still in the hands of Daxton, playing those close quarter kind of angles. STG out for the F. And pretty widespread across the board here as far as weaponry. You even see bars being bought. You see you know, pretty much everything being utilized in the game, which is really, really cool to see. You know, pretty solid weapon balance across the board for all sides.
Yeah, but right now it's just been the Don show. He gets the first kill once again. 5 versus 4. This one was able to upgrade to a Thompson because his teammate fell, but it looks like Don's on the hunt. Doesn't get one, but his teammate covering him does manage to get the refrag.
Yeah, Don yet to die. Sam yet to die. Sam hasn't gotten a kill since he picked up the 3 in the opening round, but we're only 3 rounds deep right now. That's not that big of a deal. It's nice to see somebody come in with a hot hand early on in a matchup, but with a 4v2 advantage right now for d1gb1cks, and some more firefighting going on over here towards the middle area, trying to get in towards that B bomb site once again, but first round getting shut out all across the board. Don finding one more. Long spray there, but the F is going to find that STG headshot and take down Mazzarini. So a 3-0 start right now for d1gb1cks. They're off and rolling, looking strong so far here on Coastal.
Yeah, and each round is so important, especially since it's MR12 instead of MR15, which means the more rounds you get on Axis, the better your chances going into the second round. If you get 10 to 2.5, it's pretty much game over.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you know, we kind of talked about it before when we were going through this, the major, you know, talking about what sided some of these maps are and everything, because, you know, people don't realize, you know, we draw the kind of parallel to Counter-Strike and say, you know, counter-terrorist versus terrorist, attacking side versus defending side. Which side is going to be easier when you look at a map like Nuke or Inferno Dust 2 when it comes to Counter-Strike? Same things kind of apply here when it comes to Battalion, as far as the maps being a little bit more favorable to one side versus the other. Now, Coastal has been in the past one of the more even-sided maps that we've seen, but it does seem to favor, what, the Axis side a little more?
Yeah, most of the maps in Battalion do favor the Axis side a lot more, and that's just because of positioning as well as some of the weapons. Like, for example, Don, he has this one-shot weapon, which is the car, which you can get for, I believe it's 6 tokens, if I'm mistaken. And the other side doesn't have that on-scope one-shot capability. They have the Garand, which is 2 shots, but you can't reload it. You have to shoot all bullets in the magazine before you can reload. which of course a little bit unfavorable, but you have to think of the advantage which you can use with the ground. With ground, you can be a lot more faster with it. You can peek a lot faster and get those quick kills. But Alexi, he's a little bit too quick for these players right now.
Yeah, that second shot, that follow-up frag was real nice from him. So it's a 4-0 start for d1gb1cks as they continue this onslaught so far on the defensive side of Coastal. No bomb plans thus far for first round. Still looking to get their first round as they kind of expunge their wealth of shillings that they've stocked up here in the past couple of rounds. They pick up 2 scopes, 2 Thompsons. It's interesting to see that kind of a buyout, thinking that they can go for some long-range scope battles. And, well, they do win the opening duel as Daxton goes down to the hands of Ace1.
Yeah, you're going to see a little bit more weird purchases just because you're going to see more mixed teams in the first week of a tournament like this. Both teams are quite mixed, maybe one a little bit more experienced than the other with Team Don. Of course, you have Don, who's been known in the community, as well as DF, who used to play for Faith Victus back in the day. And then, of course, Daxton, who was at the major with Avenue. So you got these players which are all well known in the community, whereas the other team, you're probably not going to recognize something. You might recognize Mazzarini, who is at the moment not doing well, falling to Sam once again. So it's going to be a little bit more one-sided because some of these players are a little bit more experienced in Battalion. This should still be an interesting game, especially when you see the other team switching, because it's all about the allies' half. If you can't get an attack on start, you're going to fall a little bit behind. And Don, he falls, making it 2 versus 3. And they are getting A-site control.
And it's the best looking round that we've seen from first round so far in this match. At the back alley, assault here from Messick. He's trying to drop down some smoke, give himself a little bit of cover here as he is carrying that scope. Good spam going through from Sam. Not going to be able to connect, though, as he does reload that. Again, remember, you have to shoot all the bullets out of the Garand in order to reload it. And Sam, well, he's going to find that frag anyway, and the F is there to double down. So first bomb plant getting a little bit closer, at least, but still not able to get it done thus far as d1gb1cks continue on their flawless streak on the Axis side so far. 5-0 to kick things off as we continue on. And again, another thing, kind of a difference between your classic first-person shooter in Counter-Strike in a game like Battalion is you cannot drop weapons to your teammates in this. You can give them tokens so that they can buy better weapons, but you cannot drop weapons to your teammates. So what you scavenge at the end of the round is what you're going to have going into the next round.
That is exactly, and as you can see, first round have brought down to everything. A couple of smokes, no nades, and that's what they're pretty much lacking. Nades are still quite important. They have been nerfed since full release. You can't. The radius of the kill zone is slightly smaller,
but they can still one-shot.
They can still one-shot if it lands right on the feet. But this looks like a better round for first round. They're able to get the first 2 picks, only Don answering, but Sam with his shotgun in yellow, he's going to be so powerful. Even gets a second kill. How has he managed this? Shotgun's so powerful, like I said. That is all up to African. 1 versus 3. Chances are small.
Did you call him African?
Yes, I did. African, sorry.
I bless the rains down the land. Dead. Sam picking up the 3-piece on the shotgun. Nicely done from him, just locking down that back alley. And again, complete denial around that. You know, it started off promising, but as soon as Sam got up close and personal with that shotgun, really kind of showcased the power of that weapon and locks it down, finds 3 kills, and that's pretty much all she wrote. So 6-0 for d1gb1cks as they continue on. And again, complete denial of the bomb sites. No bomb plan even thought about in that round, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it does seem like first round are going for a heavy A push all down coastal, so Daxton's going to have some trouble. They start pushing in his direction. The nades not connecting, but Daxton does have the information.
Good counter nade there from Daxton. Kind of locking him in on that coastline. Don finds 1. The return frag's not in the books just yet. 5 versus 3. Smoked off, locked down onto the coast side, and really no footing to be had thus far here for the Allies. There's another nade. Alexi's going to find that. The F gets revenge on Sam for going down to Ace1, and that's going to leave it all up to Messick as he goes down to Daxton. So another very strong round out of the d1gb1cks side.
Yeah, it's very, very strong round at the moment. First round seem quite lost. They don't know really what to do. They try and go for a heavy A push, but then they get slowed down by Nate, and then they get confused. It's all about committing into a site. Maybe try and go for a pick here or there, but at the moment, their defaults haven't been good. The executions on site have been pretty poor.
It seems like they've been just kind of trying to gang up and go to the same direction all the time. Again, going towards that coast side. And they've gotten locked down a number of times over here. Don, all he needs to do is take a quick strafe out to the left-hand side. But Ace1 able to find Sam early on. Good movement from Daxton, but he was low on health. So Drop Tech's able to take him out. Walking right into the Lion's Den. The F is finding Ace1. Good return frag from him. And now he can go for a bit of a backstab. Trying to fight it through the smoke. Don in a firefight right now. Trying to get his footing as he sneaks back up. This is brilliant. Going to catch a reloading player. Erican goes down. Now he's got control of the bomb in the top side of that bomb site. It's all going to be down into the 3-on-3. Couple of players left outside, wanting to get back in there, wanting to get that bomb plant, get that illustrious, elusive first round on the board here. But Don doing a great job of denial. He's 13-1, by the way.
Yeah, Don.
Oh, and he gets
very
the
impressive.
Too.
Oh my god.
Just filthy.
So quick, you don't even see it. But it was a quick trade. Bomb will go down, and it's all up to Alexi. How things have turned. And this could be their first round finally.
Could be. But Alexi's been strong as well. 7-3-2 on the scoreboard. So if there was ever a man who was going to do it, it could be him. That shotgun is in a very treacherous position, and Messick not going to mess that one up. He finds the first round for first round, and they are finally on the board here, 8 rounds deep. Now remember, this is MR13, correct? MR12?
MR12. So
MR12. So they've kind of shortened
13.
the length.
So 7-1, not a great start. You kind of want to get at least around about 4 rounds to have a good solid half. There's still time to do that with 3 rounds remaining. So if they can get to 4-7, it would help them a lot more. 4-8.
I'd have to agree with you, Kudgerson.
But it all depends if they can execute. At the moment, they are quite spread out. 2 in bottom red and 2 towards B. Daxton in an interesting position in T, but it's actually Messick who gets an opening kill onto Alexi. The question is, will he be traded? The F is in a good position to trade. Ooh, misses that shot. Not the time to start missing shots is when you're in the 3rd round of a tournament for $500.
$100 a person, all in a day's work. Ace1 though, able to find the F. Still coastal pressure over here towards that A site. So 3 players still kind of around here, but Daxton with the backstab, finding 2, trying to equalize, bring things back, but it's not going to be enough. Ace1 does manage to get the refrag on him, leaving it in a 3 versus 2. 1 player left over here towards the coastal side to defend, 1 player towards that half wall, but there is a flank going on over towards B, way deep in that bomb site. You can see he's actually pushed all the way through. Going to be going for the backstab, actually sitting towards that spawn, and that should be an easy frag for Mazzarini. Makes it a little more complicated than it has to be, but he does ultimately pick it up.
Yeah, no, it's all up to Don, who is 14-2. So if Don can do it, and anyone, he's going for style points, but style is not what you need. Mazzarini will clean up to get their 2nd round in it, 2-7. This is a much better start for them, and good rotations there, especially since Mazzarini had all that coverage, pushing in through B site, able to catch out Sam, who just did not expect him at all.
It's one of those things, you know, it's the confidence boost to getting your first round on the board. You know, they were down 7-0, then they win back-to-back rounds. You know, getting that the collective sigh of relief of picking up your first round after having a very hectic and rough start to the kind of get that weight off their shoulders, fall into a little bit more of a comfortable area, comfort zone, if you will, and see if they can start to string some rounds together, make this a little bit more of a competitive matchup. But you can see, look at the aggression coming out from d1gb1cks, the pistol out from Alexi. He knows he doesn't have the range on the shotgun, so he pulls out the pistol, catches Ace1 with an aggressive push off of B, and now Don with a shotgun. Going to capitalize on Erican. So this is a nice return round, a shutdown round from d1gb1cks. If they can execute, Mazzarini, though, has something to say about it.
Yeah, this shotgun's been proving very useful in d1gb1cks' hands. Don having quite a bit of success for it. As well as Alexi did fall though. Of course, shotgun versus sniper at long range, probably not going to win that fight. Even at close range, it's difficult.
So I got a DM from Brammer.
Oh?
Saying, if you make it through this whole thing without saying d1gb1cks name wrong, I'll be... The lack of confidence is astounding, Joe. Love you, though. Him and his team have put together a phenomenal game here. And talking about a phenomenal game, Don is having a phenomenal game. 17 kills and 3 deaths. Really the full carry for his team. Now, that's not to say that anybody's really underperforming on the d1gb1cks side. It's just that he is performing leaps and bounds ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, the closest person to him is on 8 kills, which is both Sam and Alexi. That is a tremendous performance. And
he might get to 20 before anybody else gets to double digits.
That is definitely possible, especially if he keeps getting 3 kills per round like he has been. Getting multiple triple kills. Daxon does manage to get one, as well as the F.
He's on 19.
So close to getting 20, but he will be denied, and Sam will get 9 kills. He's close to double digits.
Yeah.
Such a quick round.
It's because it seems like d1gb1cks have kind of thrown the playbook out the window. They're not really going for just the standard defensive hold anymore. They're going for aggression on the Axis side, and that's really kind of throwing a wrench, as you Brits say, a spanner in the works for first round. So really getting up in their face, getting aggressive, throwing them off kilter, not giving them time to go for the setups, not giving them time to really adjust to the angles and everything, getting those early nades out, holding them, locking them into position, and just going for the overall aggression. And you can see it again here as that fast mid push comes out. There's 20 frags for Don, pulls out the shotgun, and obliterates Ace-1 once more.
And the shotgun at the moment's been his trusty friend. Sam finally making it to double digits. Right now, first round is completely split. No one is in a position to refrag if someone goes down. Arakan goes down from the F. It was a quick refrag, but again, refrags on the side of d1gb1cks. And it's all up to Mazzarini, who has a scope. And going into the last round, you probably want to keep that scope. Daxon denies him, and at the moment, it's been pretty good.
No, that was the last round of that.
Oh, that was the last round, yeah.
Yeah, so he was in an unwinnable 1 versus 4 with an ultra-aggressive Axis side. Now we switch up. Now we see whether or not first round can recover, but they haven't really given themselves too much breathing room to work with right now. With it being 10-2, only 3 rounds left for d1gb1cks to win in order to close this out in the round of 32 and move on to that illustrious 4th round, see if we can get back into it. But, yeah, I mean, Arakan's had a really rough match. Drop Tech, we haven't really said his name too much. 3-11 on the scoreboard, 1-12 for Arakan. So had a pretty rough go of it right now. And Mazzarini, though, shotgun, close range, will find Alexi. So an advantage comes out for first round.
And quick kills flood in, making it 2 versus 2. But Sam makes it an advantage for his team, just leaving Mazzarini. Well, I mean, Arakan alone with an MP28, not the weapon which you want in a 2 versus 2, especially since Don has picked up that shotgun he's been doing so much damage with. And they're playing together, which is great. So now they know his position. Sam will finish it. And that was 3 kills for Sam. Really good round with the grease gun. And that's the new meta, which you're going to see now. You're going to see a lot more grease guns and MP28s compared to before, since, like I said, the Garands and the carbines have been a little bit weakened, and the shotgun's been so strong, and you can hold sights with the shotgun so strong. Like you saw Mazzarini push through red, he got that first kill onto Alexi, he had a shotgun as well. So you're going to see a lot more of that in the first round. Second round is just going to get buffered, just to get some more coins in the bank so you can get those scopes in for that 3rd round.
You got to say, it was almost a repeat of the opening round of the matchup. Yeah. Sam picking up 3 kills. That's 6 of his 13 that he's got so far in this matchup have come in the first round of each half. So bearing that in mind, he actually only went 7 for 4 in the remainder of that half. But Alexi taking down Drop Tech. There's another cheeky knife kill. And again, the advantage heavily in the d1gb1cks side as they continue just this ruthless onslaught here on Coastal. No foothold being established for first round. Finally able to get a backstab, but the trades come in so quick. for the Allied side. Another one, Mazzarini able to pick off one, but he gets traded almost instantaneously. Don finally going down, only his 6th death in this matchup thus far. He is 22 for 6.
That being said, we are into 14 rounds. So most of the rounds he has survived. And of course, a lot of damage. But 2 versus 2, bomb planted. You have to kind of favor the allies in this. Especially since Daxton has such great position.
What bar skin is that Daxton's using?
I believe it's called Hellfire. You get it from playing in Season 1 and reaching level 20.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it as well.
Long spray there from Messick, thinking that they're going to chase. He pulls out the shotgun as a secondary. Only 8 bullets left. Gonna have to go back around, and he will go down the F, solidifying map point here for d1gb1cks as they push it to 12-2. And just hardly any sign of life out of the first round squad.
Exactly, but now they're going to get some of the bigger weapons. You're seeing SGGs being brought in by Mazzarini and Arakin. They spawn with the MP44, and shotguns still on drop tech. And these shotguns have proved quite valuable, but you just don't see d1gb1cks slowing down.
No.
At all.
Well, it's almost like they played 2 allied sides. They were so aggressive when they were defending. Now they get to put that aggression to really good use once again. Some light tagging going on through the smoke, but nothing to really write home about as Alexi's going to come back to full health. Arakin goes down to the nade of Sam, and they are quickly getting onto this bomb site. Already clearing it out. Sam's got 2 so far. Bomb is already getting planted. Drob's able to find one. The F answers back, takes down East one. And again, the trade's so strong across the board. There's another one for the F. Looking for a final frag, and he'll get it. So that is going to be it. d1gb1cks are victorious. As it says, top player easily goes to Don. Sam really stepping up in that second half, too. But Don really kind of stole the show there. 12 kills, 6 deaths across the board, and d1gb1cks just wiped the floor with the first rounders.
Yeah, it was insane. Don having a massive game, 22 kills, 6 deaths. But Sam really picking up, as well as the F, that double shotgun kill at the end. Solidifying their performance. 13-2, very quick in this 3rd round. Be interesting to see how they do in the rest of the tournament, especially since we still have teams like Team Endpoint in the mix.
You know, we'll have to see. I'm looking forward to getting into the next matchup here in a little bit. I believe we're going to take a quick break before all is said and done. We'll get back into this one in just a few minutes when we find another match that is worthy of the broadcast. We will be back in a few, guys. Don't go anywhere. You just got a taste of it.